What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Wait a Marvel, and today we're going to talk about an extreme two medium topic, and that is the streaming services. So, there's a multitude of streaming services. There's Hulu, there's Amazon Prime, there's Netflix, and then there's the more fresher ones that are coming our way, which is Warner Media. There's Disney Plus that's coming our way, and then of course we have DC Universe and a couple other no name or no one cares about like Sling or whatever that is and Crackle. But anyways, there's so many, and with so many streaming services, yes, they give us choice. Yes, they allow you to, of course, buy whatever which one you want. It's not like cable where you're sucked in and sunk in to a package where you have to spend 200 or plus or maybe 150 plus or whatever your package gives you or whatever deal you gives you. They might attach a phone line, they might attach network, they might attach this and that, which you don't really want or you don't care about. But overall, the streaming services are sold separately, and that's what's amazing about them. But the cons are there's a multitude of them, and a lot of them have properties that you would like to watch. Like Disney Plus is coming our way, and I really want to see uh, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really want to see Scarlet or WandaVision, whatever that shitty name is. I really want to see the Loki series. I really want to see those things. I really want to see Captain Marvel again on that platform. I wouldn't buy it on DVD, but I'd see it again on that platform. Of course, no shit. I'd see fucking any of the Marvel movies that are on Netflix right now again, right now. But anyway, the streaming services are here and they're not going anywhere, and they're amazing. But with the multitude of them, you have to kind of say to yourself, man, is it becoming too much? Is it becoming a little bit translucent? Are we in a time where maybe someone should say something, maybe somebody should put their foot down? I guess not, because like I said before, at the end of the day, streaming services offer choice, which cable doesn't. They were the answer to cable, and they've always and always they always will be, but overall, it's like it's becoming a package deal now, because it's like I go to Hulu, I watch my anime, I go to Amazon Prime Video if I want to buy something or if I want to watch something that's, I don't know. I mean, who really has like Amazon Prime Video? But anyway, there's Netflix also, of course, which everyone has. I mean, if you don't have a Netflix, what are you doing? What are you doing as far as entertainment wise goes? And then as far as DC Universe, I really want to check that out because I like DC. Not the biggest DC fan, but I like those characters. I really want to see Swamp Thing, even though they just canceled that because they have to put it on Warner Media and some other bullshit happened with the schedules or whatever happened with production wise. So that faulted the whole entire series, and they just canceled it, which is in their right, okay for them, I guess. But it looks amazing. I still haven't seen it. Still want to review it. And there's just a lot of stuff. There's Teen Titans. There's Doom Patrol. I mean, that shit looks amazing. There's comics there. There's animation there. It just looks fucking astonishing. And then we're gonna get Disney Plus, and that's gonna have a lot of stuff. And I'm hoping that they're gonna put more original stuff. But that's something I'll talk about later on in this video. And then of course, Hulu. I mean, my question to you guys is, do you guys watch Hulu for cable TV? Like, do you guys watch, like, I don't know, Cloak and Dagger on there? Do you watch The Slap? Do you watch a bunch of wide range shows on there? And then, also they have their exclusives like The Killing or um, Siren. They have their exclusives. So, that's what I look forward to when it comes to streaming services, are the exclusives, not shows that I've already seen or have or that are on cable that I want to watch, because there's really nothing on cable that I want to watch because I just don't like cable. It's not because of the commercials, which it was at it for a long time, but overall I just realized the difference between binge TV and cable. Um, I do think waiting a week is just a little ridiculous, and that's why I'm happy that we have Netflix. But also, it does kind of ruin the flow, or that flow does kind of get to a point where you're just like, oh, okay, I need a little flush. But like I said before, it's all entertainment. It's all by choice. It's all at your own pace. It's all at your own state. So overall, it's not like they're forcing you to watch something. They're telling you, hey, you can only watch this show this day. Like how cable does you. Which is something that I also didn't like about cable TV. And I just hate cable TV because there's a package involved, and just overall, I mean, cable TV is just not that interesting, you know. Whereas Netflix providers or whatever, or any streaming service provider, it just has a lot of more, just lots of content, lots of content. And so another question I gotta ask you guys is that, when it comes to the streaming services, is it our fandom? Is it our fandom that like pretty much prioritizes which one we'll get or which one we'll see? What is it for you? Because overall for me, I know that it kind of feels that way. I know when it came to Marvel and Netflix, I loved it. I enjoyed every bit of it instead of Iron Fist. I completely hate Iron Fist. I need to watch Jessica Jones season 3 right now. I enjoy Jessica Jones, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I stayed watching Netflix, and I'm not going to give it up. I mean, overall, Netflix has shown us time and time and time again that, hey, we have exclusives. We're giving guys money. We're giving guys deals. We're competing with actual films here, even though a lot of the properties and a lot of the exclusives on Netflix are actually garbage. Um, for instance, Black Summer is trash. I'm not gonna review that. That's fucking what that's that zombie show that just sucks ass. It's like a fucking brain fart. And also Hulu's just saturated with just a lot of cable TV. Like I said before, I go there for anime, but it all depends on what you like as as someone that consumes, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you consume entertainment, you're a consumer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being that, you're a provider on, outside of the house, and you're a consumer inside of the house. Hint, hint. But but yeah, also, I mean, another bigger issue for me is that, I kind of feel like the MCU is holding it against us. I feel like they're holding Disney Plus against us. They know that we want to watch these shows. They know that we like these shows. And it's the same thing with Warner Media. They cancel Swamp Thing, or they're planning on canceling DC Universe, because DC Universe is not performing, which understandably I can understand, because overall it just doesn't make sense for you to give the DC Universe its own platform or its own streaming service. It should always be a package deal under a streaming services that is sufficient. And I think that with Disney, they're taking the MCU and they're saying to you, hey, we're not going to give Netflix our shows. Why would we do that? We'll just make our own streaming services. This was just a hint. But overall, it's like, I don't want Disney Plus. I don't want it, but man, the MCU's on there, so I gotta kind of get it, I guess. And overall, there's just an outlier for it, and I think that the bigger issue for me as far as the wanting to get Disney Plus is there going to really be original content? I think that making exclusive shows from the MCU is interesting if you're going to make Night Thrasher, New Warriors, if you're going to make interesting shit, and that's for any of them, That's why I say I'm going to keep Netflix, because at the end of the day, Netflix can release something every month, and it's new, it's interesting, and you've never seen it or the concept before, and you just enjoy it, or you might not enjoy it, so that's what keeps me going as far as being a Netflix or having a Netflix subscription. Whereas Hulu and those other places, I pretty much just bite off of whoever has it. I think that's pretty much known here. I'm not gonna pay that money. I could just get it off my friend or my sister or whatever. I could be a leech for streaming service, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, another big issue is that it just feels like the biggest problem with streaming services is that certain streaming service capacities, like Netflix, again, speaking of Netflix, they also have these add-ons and these series, and they're not complete, and that's kind of the only thing I don't like about it. Like, that's the biggest con for me, is that a lot of them aren't complete. So you're just sitting there like, oh man, I want to watch JoJo, but they don't have the rest of the seasons. They just have this season. Wow, I guess I'll just go to Hulu. But and so that makes you buy Hulu, But there's also other animated, streaming services, which are Crunchyroll, Funimation. But I want some live action there, So it's kind of, I guess, it's what you need versus what you want. You don't need streaming services, but you want them. You know, you want this one, you want that one. So it becomes a big package deal because you end up spending $7 on Disney Plus. You end up spending $14 on Netflix. You end up spending and this on this and this on that, and then it's like, oh man, great. Now I have like a $200 fucking package here. But I mean, of course, if you're a package deal, even if you buy all the streaming services combined, comes up to $200, you're doing something wrong, and you're pretty tripping. You're big tripping. So, I would advise Leech, just Leech. But yeah, I mean, overall, I just really think that there needs to be new series as far as providers, and let's see more competition. So, I guess fuck it, let's get all the streaming services out there. But just I know that because that's the thing. Disney Plus is gonna go up. We all know this. Warner Media is gonna go up, or it might even come out the gates with a official price. So it's like, damn, I gotta really get all of this. That's great, but we'll see what comes. We'll see what happens in the coming time, and that's it for me.